my name is Magnus, and I play the bass in this beautiful band.
I am Lukas, and I sing, write songs.
My name is Kasper, I play the piano, and this is...
Mark, also known as Lovestick, I play the drums.
This is our first worldwide album, and we are quite excited. Pre-orders have been amazing, and just, doing promo all over the world. It seems like there's a certain buzz about it, so it feels good and kind of weird, but awesome. Now we get the chance to really experience what it means to rise to success. And at home it's as if it went so quick we didn't really get to fathom it and feel it. And this time we kind of get a second chance to get to savor it all the way. And I think that's what we're all about at the moment, just experiencing and feeling the ride. I was lying on a couch taking a nap out in the studio, and one of our producers, Rizzy, he started playing the piano. And I just got up singing, "Once I was 7 years old." And I just kept writing, and some of the guys came out into the room, specifically Don Stefano, that I write a lot of my songs with. And then we just kept writing for 3.5 hours, and we had a full song. It was actually long. It was like 10 minutes long. So we started...
Verses.
A lot of boring verses,
Yeah.
also. Really bad verses.
Yeah.
So we cut away all the bullshit and kept the good stuff. And spent like 18 months trying to figure out how to produce it. So it took a time.
When the song was first written, there was like a demo of the song, and it was very long, a lot of verses and everything. And before the real production of the song started, we took it with us on tour and kind of took some stuff out of it and played it live. And that's where we actually kind of experienced that this song was something special. People really paid attention to the lyrics, and like from there, as Lukas said, it took like 18 months to do the production. It went through a lot of different drum grooves and everything, and but it ended up pretty well.
Well, it's one out of 3 songs on the album that's completely written and recorded outside of the US. So that one, Better Than Yourself and Drunk in the Morning, they're all written and recorded in Europe, and everything else on the record is more or less written and recorded in the States. We wrote with the same writers from Denmark in the US, the same producers. What we brought into the team was 3 separate writers that we met over here, and 1 extra executive producer in the form of Brody Brown. Well, we're not a soul band playing Otis Redding songs like Otis Redding would have done it. We're just taking a bit of everything and mixing it together, and because of my Irish roots and my way of singing, it just becomes very soulful. But from there on, and then calling it soul music, I think it's a very long way.
I think we're all influenced by a lot of different things. The one thing that we all share is a love for hip-hop music and rap music, and I think you can also hear that on the songs, especially Dr. Dre's 2001 is something that we all keep as a reference. They're very drum-driven, piano-driven, bass-driven tracks. Then Lukas is... One thing that I really notice is like Lukas's influences from Irish folk music, the way he writes his lyrics, the storytelling and everything. But I would say that's like the main influences on the music. Yeah.
It's like we listen to a lot of different music. I'd say the only genres we don't listen to specifically are like hardcore rock and roll and hardcore techno. But like we listen to a lot of electronic music, classical music, rock and roll.
So I think like we just like put together different like pull out things from different genres and like set them together, put them together, and that's what makes the sound of Lukas Graham, I guess.
Whatever feels good. I'd say we're excited more than we're nervous for this tour, because since live music is kind of what we do and small venues is a favorite of ours. But I've like now touring for 6 years running with this band, I don't find differences in countries. It's very, people are just people, and people want to be entertained. And like you sometimes have people who say, oh, you get on stage and you have these evil people in the audience who kind of are waiting for you to do bad. And I'm like, well, yeah, they bought tickets. I think they really expect you to suck. Like, people buy tickets to be entertained and have fun. And if you can't deliver that, people are going to have a bad time and they're not going to enjoy themselves. But I think we've practiced for so long at entertaining people, making it fun to see a show that, we're just looking forward to doing that. Well, we have a city street festival in Denmark called Distortion, which is basically just electronic music on every street corners, and everyone puts up stages all over the place, and it kind of moves around different areas of the town over like 4 or 5 days. So we have a week every June, or isn't it June? The whole inner city is just locked down for a week. You can't go anywhere because there's 120,000 people on the streets, basically.
I mean, so far we had some time to like go around, see the city, and this is our first time in Austin. And I think I speak for all of us when I say like this is just a super cool city.
It is.
All the food trucks, everything. The vibe is very laid back and super chilled. Super nice people here. We've heard some great music so far. It's been a super nice experience.
And I have a lot of friends back home. They're also musicians, and they've been like, oh, are you going to South by Southwest? Wow, I really want to go there. I've been wanting to go there for a long time. You're so lucky. I think they're kind of jealous of us, like just like to be like we are being here now, and I think that's like amazing.
Don't do too much. We have done very little things every day. And it's like you want to have a good time here, and if you're doing 5 shows a day, you're just gonna get burnt out and you won't enjoy nothing, and you'll go home with the impression that Austin is a shitty city and South by is an awful festival. And
Which is not true.
No, we had 1 show yesterday, 1 show today, 2 shows tomorrow, and that's it for us, you know. Hey, we're Lukas Graham, and you're watching GRAMMY Pro.